about disc flight and distance is the longer you keep your disc in the air, the longer it's going to go. And that just makes sense. The other thing is, if it's flat, it's losing height and speed at the slowest rate possible. Everybody talks about the Hyzer drive or an Hyzer angle, and those are great, but really what you're trying to achieve at all times is a flat flight. Once again, a disc that's flying flat is losing height slowly, and it's maintaining its speed because it's not going up. Now on a Hyzer, Hyzers are naturally nose up. So any disc on a Hyzer is tending to go up, which means you're losing distance, and it's also losing speed. So when you Hyzer a stable disc, boy, is it going to be stable, because it's slowing down, which means you're probably never ever going to reach that speed rating of 12, 13, or 14, or whatever it is. So it's definitely going to dump left quickly. And because it's going up, it's losing speed that entire time. Now to compensate for this, a lot of pros do a Hyzer flip shot. So you're coming down off a Hyzer, because that's a good natural way to get good power through your power zone here, and it's going to flip the flat. Once it flips the flat, it's going to stabilize at that height and hopefully be a little bit, nose down angle. The Hyzer is just the opposite. The Hyzer is a nose down technique. So anytime you have a disc Hyzer angle, it's going down, which once again is losing distance because it's not staying in the air as long as possible. So to wrap up briefly what I just went through, to maximize your distance, you want to match your arm speed with the disc speed so you can maintain it at a flat flight for as long as possible and keep in the air as long as possible. Now, another thing that affects stability is also the weight of the disc. So if you have a favorite disc, you really like how it feels, you like how it comes out of your hand, however, it's just too stable or too fast for you, and it ends up on the left side of the fairways a lot or off the fairways a lot, you might want to stick with that disc, but go 8 to 10 grams lighter. A lighter disc is more understable than a heavier disc. Now the speed rating of a disc, once again, does not tell you how fast the disc flies. It tells you what speed the disc is designed to fly at and to perform as the rating goes. What you want is the distance that you're going to get at throwing at about 70%. So really tail down your disc. If you have a lot of 13 and 14 speed drivers in your bag and you don't have a 60 mile an hour, 70 mile an hour drive, I would really suggest that you disc down and try some 9s, go back to some fairway drivers and see how long you can keep those going flat. See how long you can keep those going straight. That's going to give you the distance. I mean, people are throwing a 2 and 3 speed putter 500-600 feet. So the speed rating has nothing to do with distance. Distance has to do with the fact is how long it stays in the air, and that's it, right? So the longer you keep a disc in the air, the further it's going to fly. The speed has nothing to do with it. Same with stability. The speed of a disc, just because it's a 12 doesn't mean it flies faster than a 2 speed, which it does, right? But you have to throw it at that 12 speed to get it to stay in the air. So my advice again is throw the disc that your arm speed matches, learn how to master that, keep it up in the air, keep it flat. That is what's going to give you the easy distance and make your game improve.